Hey guys, before this video starts, I just want to address the big watermark in the middle. And I bought this platform thinking it didn't have a watermark, but it does. So sorry about that. I promise to you the next one won't. Just try to bear with it, alright? How's it going, everybody? It's Malorax, and today I want to talk about my recent decision to start doing dating apps again. So the main reason why I had them before was because I was at home all the time and I didn't really have a chance to get out. And the reason I quit is because I got a job and I started going out and about, living life, doing all that fun shit. But now that I quit the job and I'm doing streaming kind of full time now, I've decided that it's probably best to get back on these apps. Now, I'll be honest with you. Ever since I started streaming, it's basically all I do, I wake up, I stream, I edit my clips, I watch King of the Hill, I fall asleep, and then I repeat the cycle. Except sleeping has been kind of a problem, but that's aside from the point. But what I'm trying to say is I don't go out anymore, so I don't really have a chance to meet anybody new, you know what I mean? And I'm definitely not going to meet anybody by playing Siege. So I decided to come up with the executive decision to get back on these apps and start playing the game again. Even though I wasn't really good at it before, now I'm just kind of relaxed about it. To be fair, it still isn't really my thing, I don't go out of my way to do it. And I'm still debating just waiting around and seeing what happens with my life in general. But while I do, I might as well just try. And it's so crazy because if you would have asked me 3 years ago if I would ever get on a dating app, I would have said no. Because 3 years ago, I had the confidence of a king, but I kind of isolated myself from everybody. And I kind of forgot how to speak to normal people, so now I have to do it online. But I still have the same gripes with the apps that I did before, Everything's locked behind a paywall. Everybody expects to meet like a gazillionaire. I mean, it's fine to want somebody who's rich, but I don't even have a job. Unless you ask me, if that's the case, I'd obviously say Twitch and YouTube, but normal people don't count that as jobs, you know what I mean? I haven't made a single penny from any of this, so obviously normal people wouldn't consider it a job, and they'd probably even think that I'm crazy for even trying. So that's obviously not a good look for me. So I don't know what I'm going to tell people when they ask me what I do for work. I was thinking of maybe lying and saying I'm a technician because I know how to deal with electronic shit. It's just not the electrician type of electronic shit. So I honestly have no clue what I'm going to say. But whenever someone asks, I'll just give them a bullshit answer and I'll tell you guys what I said. One thing that I can't get out of my head is if I ever do go out on a date, I've literally never been on a date before. So what would I even do, I don't even know the basics. I don't know the principles of it. I don't know the ins and outs. I haven't even thought of what I would do for a date, And another thing is I'm just too socially awkward to do any type of hookup or anything like that. That's just not how I am. I just don't have the social skills for it. I'm really bad at small talk, I don't talk to any of my friends that way, so I don't really get any practice in. You don't small talk with your friends, but you do with these apps, and I've literally never done it ever before. Just because, everybody I talk to I know. I don't leave my social circle, and I think that's one of the big reasons why I don't have anyone. Also, can I just say that my voice on video is a lot different than my voice in real life. My voice in real life is deeper than what it is on video, but it's just not translating through the microphone well enough. I just want to let you guys know that because I was listening back to some of the old voice clips and I don't sound well. But back to the dating apps, I do have to say ever since I started back 2 days ago, I've gotten a lot less matches than I did before when I just started. So did I get uglier in the span of 2 months? I did shave my head, but I'm still using my old photos, Nobody on those apps knows that I'm bald right now, So I'm kind of catfishing until my hair does grow back. But I'm thinking about everybody that I'm liking now, I'm not just spamming like at this point. I'm actually going through and I'm inspecting, so the people I do match with I'm actually interested in, and it's not just some random person I press like on. In terms of the apps themselves, the hierarchy hasn't changed at all. Hinge is still on top, then Tinder, then Facebook dating. Because Facebook dating has the worst walks of life, and Hinge has the top people of all time. Hinge is so professional, it's crazy. I also feel like I'm kind of at a disadvantage with my age, because everybody on those apps is 21 and plus, and I'm 19. I'm not too young to download it, but I'm too young to match is what I think is the real thing. Or maybe I'm just too ugly. I honestly don't know. But also, if I ever do end up talking to someone, how am I going to explain that I'm doing YouTube and Twitch for my full-time thing and I'm not doing anything else? To a normal person, that is so crazy and insane. To a normal person, I'm basically wasting my life away. but I think it'll just be really hard to find someone who has faith in me in the way that I picture myself, you know what I mean? I think the only other way I'm gonna find someone is if I find somebody else who doesn't have a job and who also wants to do streaming or some online shit like that. And in the position that I'm in, I am, objectively speaking, the loneliest person in the world. But, you know, it's a full-time job being that. That title doesn't just, you know, handle itself, you know, you have to actually earn it. And I have earned it, but I'm kind of ready to get rid of it. But it's just so preposterous for me to think that I could find someone. And I guess it is all about mentality. And a lot of people do say mentality is everything. But I don't know, because I've been in confident phases of my life before and nothing has come from it. I feel like my mentality right now works pretty well with what I'm doing. The whole like, if you give up your dreams then you might as well just die type of thing. But I don't think that's a very attractive quality for anybody to have, you know, especially me. Sometimes I just get the feeling that at the end of the day, there probably won't be anybody down to like date somebody who's doing what I'm doing, especially when it's so risky, you know, like nothing's confirmed, nothing's like guaranteed. I'm just kind of risking it all. So I can understand from a perspective of a woman wanting to not get involved with all that, kind of the self-destructive personality type. So it does kind of feel pretty useless to do it, especially because if I tell them anything about me, they're just gonna back out. But on the other hand, if you feed your mind negative stuff, then that's what you become. So I'm gonna try to stay positive through it all and try to find like at least someone to talk to, you know what I mean? Instead of just being isolated out where I'm at. I feel like I'm so far behind for someone my age, you know what I mean? Like everybody my age has so much experience with like girl shit, and here's me who like has none at all whatsoever. So I'm definitely behind when it comes to all the dating shit. I'm about to show the pictures I use for all my apps, and maybe you guys can tell me what I should do and work on when it comes to these, but these are the ones I use for everything. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about these pictures and if they're good, and if I look good, by the way, thank you. And also, when I took all these photos, I was still making videos. I'm just really good at capturing the good side of my face. But I have no clue what anybody's really looking for in the dating scene, you know? Because at my age of 19, I don't expect anybody else to have it all figured out. I don't expect anybody else to be successful at fucking anything. The only person who I think should be successful at my age of 19 is myself. And I'm not. So, you know, it's kind of disappointing, but, you know, I still got time. But the main point is, I don't know if people are looking for, like, someone who's got their mind made up about life, but that's damn sure not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody to build my life and career with, you know, not somebody who already has one and I'll just be hopping onto it. But a lot of these people on these apps, they're always like, I want someone who can spoil me. Like, I know this is ironic coming from the YouTuber, but get a fucking job, bro. And let me tell you something right now. A lot of these people on these dating apps have confidence that they should not have. And it's always the ones who are, their weight is ticked slightly to the right in a game. You know what I mean? When you're designing a character, if you took your slider and put it decently far to the right, those are the people who have a lot of confidence. And for those of you who don't play games, what I'm trying to tell you is that fat bitches have a lot of confidence, and I don't know where they get it from. Like, do they take it from other people when they take their food off their plate? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I would never have the audacity to be that confident in myself, bro. I honestly wish I knew what it was like to be that, like, so self-confident in yourself, bro. Like, they are on a completely different level, bro. Like, bigger than rappers' egos, bigger than fucking everybody. And by bigger than everybody, I mean bigger than everybody. But in all seriousness, you know, it's not a terrible thing to be fat. I'm just super skinny, so I can't relate at all. But as I was saying, having confidence in yourself isn't a terrible thing, but having too much confidence in yourself can definitely make you look bad. And kind of to change the topic a little bit, I want to talk about bios, bro. In every single platform that I'm a part of, I cannot figure out my bio. Whether that's dating or fucking YouTube or Twitch or any social media, I hate bios so much. Because I literally never know what to say ever. I just default to sub to my other platform or follow my other platform. But I can't do that on dating apps. Another thing I want to talk about is I be meeting people, the same people, on different platforms. And it's kind of awkward because if I'm talking to someone on Hinge, like, should I like them on Tinder too? Like, it seems kind of excessive. Like, if I'm already talking to someone on one platform, like, adding them on the other would be kind of weird. Even back when I used to do it, probably 2 months ago, I never had a conversation go back probably like 10 times texting somebody back and forth. So maybe I'm just a really bad texter? Or maybe I'm just not interesting. But I like to think I'm interesting. You know, I have a lot of stories, and people I hang out with seem to at least listen to me. Maybe it's just like a mind trick that they try to play on you. I know there's like a certain time you should wait before texting someone back, but I don't care. I text back immediately. I'm just not about all that bullshit. I'm just a fast replier. And that's probably not the best for me, considering that I always have to wait at least an hour or two before people text me back. But I just don't care at this point. You know, I've given up completely on finding someone IRL, so this is basically the only shot I got. But at the end of the day, when I eventually blow up on YouTube and Twitch, I'm sure I'll find a lot of people like in my friend like sphere who also stream and do YouTube who I'd also be interested in. So I'm not going to completely give up IRL stuff, but for now, I'm definitely not talking to anybody IRL. I don't even go out. But yeah, that's it for this YouTube video, guys. Tell me if you guys want me to make more videos like this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.